Yo! Welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat mga peeps? Yo! Ladies and gentlemen, and every unlucky soul who thought they could avoid spoilers, well, let me welcome you to the Leak Circus Extravaganza. That is Wuthering Waves 2.1 Beta. That's right! The floodgates have opened and what's pouring out is a full-on tsunami of pre-release gameplay. Now, here's the thing. I didn't want to watch these leaks. Really, I tried to be strong. I had resolve, but then YouTube slapped me across the face with the leaked gameplay thumbnails of Brant with overhyped titles like Brant Breaks the Game. And so, like the weak-willed WuWa content creator that I am, I gave in to temptation and took a peek. What stood in front of me is the most absurdly busted character this game I've ever seen. And he is a friggin' pirate. With a sword, a shield, healing, buffs, a kit that screams, save a gaping hole for me to penetrate into. Yes, I'm talking about Brant, or as I like to call him, the reason my credit card has already started shaking in fear. He stood out like Changli's long dong in a cold night in Liyue. Boom! I will have order.
Do note that information in this video are based off pre-release info and could change on the day of release. So please take it with a grain of salt.
So let's break down this monstrosity, shall we? First off, his resonance skill anchors away. No, you're not hallucinating. He will backflip like he's auditioning for a pirate-themed gymnastics show and shoot off fusion damage projectiles because why not? But wait, there's more. Mid-air, this guy can plunge into enemies with a move so over the top that I'm pretty sure the animators were just flexing at this point. Next up, his passive. It's called Saga at Sea, but honestly, it should have been named How to Break the Meta in one patch. The TLDR, Brant's attack scales with energy regen, but not just a little boost. Oh no, this man's getting up to 1,560 extra attack. Excuse me? Do you realize what that means? Every fusion element resonator in my roster just got reduced to side characters in Brant's very own first movie. But wait, cause there's more. This dude doesn't just deal damage, oh no. He heals. Every time his Bravo hits a certain percentage, your team gets a free heal. Yes, you heard that right. While I'm struggling to keep Changli alive in the TOA, Brant will play doctor, tank, and DPS simultaneously. Talk about an overachiever. And just when you think he's peaked, he hits you with his resonance skill upgrade, Return from Ashes. And what does it do? Oh, just consume all Bravo to nuke the battlefield and slap a shield on your team. It's the video game equivalent of ordering the most expensive item on the menu, then getting free desserts. And we haven't even talked about a flame. This mode boosts his Bravo regen and swaps out his Forte circuit passive for something even more ridiculous. Instead of the paltry 1,560 attack buff, you get up to 2,600 attack. That's right, folks. Brant's going Super Saiyan and the rest of us are just here for the ride. Now let's talk about his resonance liberation, because if you weren't already questioning your life choices, this will push you over the edge. Brant's To the Last Horizon lets him deal massive fusion damage to enemies in range and then kickstarts a flame mode. While in a flame, his attacks not only hit harder, but he can regen Bravo like a caffeinated hamster on a wheel. Oh, and did I mention, this heals your team for 12 seconds, ticking every couple of seconds. Brant's auditioning to be your one-man raid party with a full-blown spectacle, fireworks, standing ovation, and a mic drop all rolled into one. You definitely want to spam this liberation, which is why you want to give him 250% energy regen so you can infinitely take a bite out of that cherry topper. And finally, his outro skill. When Brant tags out, he gives the incoming Resonator a fusion damage boost of 20% and a resonance skill damage boost of 25% for 14 seconds. Think about that. Brant's not just carrying your team while he's on the field, he's setting up his teammates to keep smashing after he leaves. Now, let's talk about the true dream team, Brant and Changli. Individually, these two are beasts. Together, they're a fusion element carnival of destruction. Changli's ability already thrives on fusion damage amplifiers, and Brant's outro skill gives her exactly that. In return, Changli's own kit feeds right into Brant's aggressive playstyle, ensuring both characters stay at peak performance. So imagine this, Brant sets the stage with his course is set, boosting Changli's damage output. Changli takes the field, unleashes her fusion damage combos, and then tags back to Brant, who dives in with his return from ashes. This isn't just synergy, folks, it's a quick swap masterpiece, with both characters sharing equal opportunities to shine, creating a playstyle that's fast, fluid, and ridiculously fun. It's like watching a pirate and a warrior dance across a battlefield, leaving nothing but chaos in their wake. What truly sets Brant apart isn't just his kit. The piece de resistance is his fighting style. The man is pure theatrics, practically a male Camellya and Carlotta hybrid with a flair for the dramatic. He swings on ropes, leaps into the air, and plunges into enemies with the gusto of a pirate king straight out of a high-budget movie. And watching him in action feels less like playing a game and more like choreographing an action scene. It's all bravado, all swagger, and 100% unapologetic showmanship. But here's the kicker, he's not just flashy, he's effective. Every move is designed to flow seamlessly into the next, creating a combat rhythm that's as fun to watch as it is devastating to your enemies. Whether he is flipping backwards to fire off anchors away or entering a flame mode for maximum chaos, Brant's playstyle is an experience all in itself. Oh, and before I wrap things up, let me address something. Some of you seem to think I owe an apology for my last video, where I speculated about Brant's kit having heals and buffs. To those of you who feel that way, let me clarify. That video was a theory craft. Speculation is the name of the game, and I'm not about to apologize for using my insight and imagination to bring you content. To those people, I have one thing to say. F off. That video was a theory craft, not a promise. Why should I friggin' apologize for daring to use my magic golden balls that can peer through the future? You should be apologizing to me for doubting them in the first place. And now that we've seen Brant's kit in all its overpowered glory, the joke is on you. Now back to our regular programming. Look, I get it. Brant is cool, he's flashy, he's everything you've ever wanted in Wuthering Waves. This is power creep at its most seductive, and I'm falling for it. Hook, line, and sinker. So to everyone out there debating whether or not to pull for Brant, I have one thing to say. Do it! Embrace the chaos, swipe the card, join me in the Brant Sim Club. Because honestly, what else are we gonna do? Not pull for the most broken husbando in WuWa history? Yeah, right. Now, to recap, Brant is a husbando pirate with a sword, a shield, healing, buffs, insane damage scaling, a flair for the theatrics, and now he's even the ultimate fusion buffer. He's essentially Camellya and Carlotta's love child if that child grew up to be a meta-breaking monster who power creeps everyone in sight. His swashbuckling theatrics and Captain Blackbeard bravado shows him swinging on ropes and plunging at enemies while nuking them to oblivion. This dude is insane. He puts your mama to shame. And with that, folks, this video will end. Thank you so much for watching this. Maraming salamat po. And if you find this entertaining and helpful to you, please leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more Wuthering Waves content. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.